What's up, guys? This is labeled Berserker. How's it going? To the cheaters from the NA server, to the humble players from the EU server, and from the players from the Asia server, and the party animals from Brazil. What's up? How you guys doing? I know it's been a long time. I haven't been streaming, and I just be putting up little things here and there. I like to listen. You know, they say that a man is better off a man when he listens. And yeah, it's good that you see that the tables are turning around. You know, there's players that are identifying the cheating scams that are going on within players from the NA server. Then, not only that, you get games, replays of games that, you could tell that are rigged or whatever. But I want to show you a game. Okay, I want to show you the Tiger 2. All right, player 00247295542. Now, let me pause it here. So this way you guys can understand what is going on and how I identify rigged games, players with ghost accounts. Is okay, ghost account to me, and is a very well knowledgeable term in the NA server because they're the ones that created it, is a term of an account that is made while the player itself is making multiple other accounts, maybe two or three other accounts in the same server. Now, everybody knows in the gaming industry that the amount of battles that a player plays or he invests himself within the game makes him a definite good player. Now, the amount of players less played is a very inexperienced player. Now, I'm going to rewind this, fast forward this, guys, because I want to show you something. I want to show you the difference between the things that are going on here in World of Tank Blitz. Now, we all know what reroll accounts are, right? And like I was telling you, Wargaming has given the opportunity to cheaters to keep their account for 10 years without question. Before that, they made a rule that your account has to be active more than 10 battles or something like that. Okay? I'm not going to say exactly, but I know that you have to be active within your account. But a 10-year difference to leave your account roaming is quite unfair for a lot of players. Let me explain to you why. Here we have this player. Okay? Now I have a picture of this. He only has 839 battles. I wonder, and he has a 2017. That's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's an 8-year-old account with less than maybe about 50,000 battles in an average player game. Now, despite of if a player plays it or not, for a player to have it almost for 10 years and then be active on the 9th or 8th year of that 10-year contract explains that there's players that are doing that above line thing, and it's continue to happen. Now, as you know that he doesn't know nobody, right? He hasn't gone into a tournament. He wouldn't know what's going on. But look where he finished. Okay? And then we have players, right, that are from 2015 with 59,000 battles. Okay? And these accounts are still roaming around. Now, in my perspective, there's going to be games out there that you have to be involved in the game. Not in the community, but in playing the game, collecting obstacles, collecting objects, doing trickery, doing all kinds of stuff. May it be on a player base emoji or whatever that you're using, or a character, or a car, or a tank. You have to have experience. Experience comes with the amount of battles one plays. Okay? Now, I played with a lot of good clans out there back in the day. Why? Because we would like to battle and show off what real skilled, what do you call it, games are. Now, these were the clans that I used to be in. Okay? And what do you call it? These are old clans. Alright? Now, a player has an experience base by throwing himself out there from the very beginning, and you could see that from what year they were at. Now, we don't see that much no longer. The problem base within World of Tank Blitz, okay, and it's been a big problem, is that there's a lot of players out there that are not taking accountability of their actions, and wargaming completely banning them, and continue ban players. That way it could settle a score with the public. Now these players in the NA server have it in them that they could just lose an account because they have money, and they could create another one and continue with their bullshit scams. But if wargaming was to listen to the community and keep the game original, just put it more military like, because that's what the game was based for. Military people that were wanted something on their phone to play, wanted something to take to a coffee shop while they have a break, or whatever civilian in any country can do. Now, tanks is something that's modern and that we all appreciate. Tanks is something that not that many people get into. It is an acquired taste, because when it becomes gaming, it's easy, but when it becomes learning a tank and driving it, it's very difficult. You have to act as a family, as brothers and sisters within a mechanical system. Now, as a game, we don't compare life experiences from an outcasting game performance and experience a game performance and leave the life that's out there out there. A lot of these streamers are starting to involve their sadness way of life within the game, and within the life of the game, which is crazy. And that's where all this is coming from. That's why World of Tank Blitz has no very solid understanding, because it's been bouncing around from if it's a military style game, if it's a futuristic style game, or is it a Star Trek style game. Wargaming has done a remarkable thing to involve all three, but it's kind of burying itself by burning these creative thoughts in such a fast manner. They have all these opportunities to create levels, like the way you see other games, like when you go to your ranking. You're a sergeant, lieutenant, pee-wee, grunt, what do you call it? Combat operative, whatever your rank is growing in the game. That's not listed just like the way it was in a military background form. Or you're a private. From a private, you go to a first class. From first class, you go to second, third, fourth, and up the chain. You don't see that in the game. It's missing. Then not only that, that defines the account. First off, second defines the percentage of how much the player has evolved himself in unlocking each nation. Okay, each nation, you know, you unlock the tanks that you like. You know what I mean? You don't unlock the ones that everybody gets because they like them and they want you to try them, and that's what's gonna make the game better for you. No, dude. I mean, the way it was for us was more simpler and more uncomplicated than having all these taskbars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If we want to, there's other games, wargaming. If you're listening out there, instead of these tab bars that you're showing to for people to buy or to what do you call it, look up. You know, when you look at other game platforms, they don't have that except for little small icons. The smallest icon you could ever possibly imagine on a phone. On a computer, it might be different, but on a phone, it's very, very different. Okay? And so when you look at these things, you kind of think like, wait a minute, is this for PC or is this made for mobile? And once again, there's more players that are on PC playing World of Tank Blitz than playing in mobile. And then everybody's now a champion because they're playing on APAC, or I think that's what they call it now. But you could see the downfall of what made Blitz. It was a mobile game, and it made everybody struggle without the lag. I mean, with the lag, with the interruptions, with finding a connection. That's what made the game. And that's what a lot of players have lost interest because the game is not a game no more. It's more moved up as a gambling game where it shows more gamble than what the tactics of a game is. Like you'll have players, let's see, like this game, BBC, CO, Babel, LDF, DO, all them, they know each other. It's like, sister clans upon sister clans, players who played in training rooms, private, what they call real skilled battle team, like the way that you or any other game keeps it. We always get the players that are trying to involve these their own ideas within the game instead of looking at the concept of what Wargaming has already put us out there and us involved in that. But the involvement that it's been going through has been really horrendous to where like it's not even worth the time playing no more because there's just players that use Discord. They found ways how to cheat, how to create multiple accounts. Players in the NA don't enjoy the NA server like the way players should. They don't. Why? Because there's so many players that know each other that use Discord just to rig battles so they could be a spokesman for a credibility that they don't got. And then they try to change the obstacles of the game to dignify what they're doing or their actions. Now, their actions are upon a team-based performance, right? I mean, am I right or wrong? Because right now, we're not we're not we're not showing no kind of leverage of team bases within the NA circuit. And players that only want to use money, that way they can stream and tell everybody else by using money is giving the false identifying of what players or team positioning or playing are. So it makes a big difference. Look at that. It makes a big difference. Look at that. Look at that. See that what I'm talking about? It makes a big difference of what players are and what defines this game. And you could see right away that the game is not going to be so defined on what its actions is. Why? Because each game, stream, which has been going on forever. And you could see how much this means because these games are rigged by players. It's easy to expose players that are doing the things just to point share in a game. Look at now I have lag once I get close to the player. And you can see, I got lag. And this is something that the game wants you to believe that I was getting lag, but earlier I didn't have lag. And this is the same rigged games that they do. And this is what the game companies now and YouTube is helping just to save money. Is they're getting payoffs by games like this just for you to have trouble or any kind of lag. It's not the player's fault. It's not the phone. The phone has great reception. I mean, we have already overcome all that to have these kind of fallouts. You know what I mean? It's just that the way the game is presented, the game is not producing, and what the game is not what they're showing. And now, because I'm live streaming, I'm gonna have lag supposedly, but I could stream another game and not have lag. Do you get what I'm saying? It's only certain games that give you that lag or that problem that wanna not expose the truth of a game. And this is the definite factor of this game. So in order for you wargaming to change and to keep your credibility and to actually create another one, you need to keep it original and start putting all those military incisives into a game. That way, people could at least get an idea of what real military people go through in their lives, and dedicate this game to them, just like the way you began the first time. So my best experience is keep your word instead of turning your back and not letting your community know what's going on all the time. And things like this will not happen. This is a great game, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be straight up forward. You know, it's a great game. The only thing is that the NA and the streamers like Doodles, Taki, what he called, Flossie. Nah, he's a cool kid. I like that kid. You know, he brings a lot of good out of the game. And I remember where Doodles used to talk shit to him, and now they're good friends, which is something that they had to do. They're kids. You know what I mean? To me, 21-year-old kids, I'm older than that. You know what I mean? But the fact is that keep your life out the stream and bring in the game within the game. You want to make money, bring the game within the game and stop these Silk Club teams, man. And Wargaming, ban all these guys, man. Let them all go. Let them all go and start creating your own ideas within a military concept. And then you'll see that you'll get nothing but love from every each person around the world because it's something that is not very defined of, and there's no other game other than the one that you have already for PC that gives that, but at least give that too as well in the mobile app. It's a lot better, and keep it original, man. Just in bulk. I mean, start putting in these skill level like instead of these missions that we gotta go through, can we at least get skill level base plays like where you get um where you get points for keeping your guarding three guys, you know what I mean, giving cover for three guys, what do you call it, sacrificing yourself, stuff like that, man. Stuff that counts, stuff that makes meaning into a game with honor and with respect, because the game has gone with without respect. The NA has no respect at all for nothing. For nothing. Not for not no skilled player level or for any kind of other player. And all these streamers don't have that respect for each other. They don't have the respect for wargaming, and that's why it is where it's at. They talk down about a game, but yet they don't keep it within the doors. They bring it out to the community, which is wrong. And that's where I turned my back on everybody, because it's like they turned their back on me. You know what I mean? It was it was straight out nasty, man, and it's still going nasty too. And players are not ashamed. NA server players are all embarrassed. Good, they need to be embarrassed, but at the same time, the truth needs to be told. You know what I mean? We all want a good skilled game. We all want that same game that we could relax and have fun with and drink beers, smoke pot, do whatever you like, guys like in that world. But as for me, I like to drink beer, drink some liquor, have a barbecue, and play a game while my whole family is playing their shit out here with me. And so that's the continuation of the game. And I don't even play the game because now I actually play Delta Force more better and Call of Duty than that, because my kids and my nephews and everybody's, they don't see the game. They all played the game, and they don't play the game because it's just too stressful. Any server has become a stress beacon. That's it. That's all it's gonna be, and it's all it's gonna transpire to. If it wants to grow, it needs to stop with these childish games, especially wargaming, and stop pointing fingers and start getting the shit done. Just get it done. Who cares if they don't like it? Test it out. They don't like it, make something else. You guys got the money for it. Why not spend it on something that's gonna give you a better way of. You gonna do that, bro? And we have the game, guys. Look, we have the game. But we're gonna get some of the speeding. And then I didn't double tap, and I get reset it on my ammo. And you can see how players are not helping, but yet look at this. Players are not helping. He's waiting for me to get killed. Funny how the tables turn, and then they want to just not. This is so hilarious. Sad. Rigged battles. I'll just let you guys see for yourself. I'll give up the game just for I could show you what point sharing looks like. I mean, it's perfect. That was a perfect exposement right there. Just point sharing. That's how they're doing. And that's what you get from a game company that has players like this. But will Wargaming ban them? No, they never do. They never do because, especially during events when people are trying to do missions. I mean, missions or these stupid things that they want you to what do you call it, finish. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. It's sad but true, and that's what you see. You know what I mean? There's nothing that except for stop playing the game. But I mean, I like exposing the way the players play. I like exposing games, and it's on my blog too. Exposing games that cheat. This is my first game that I found was cheating, and it was a shocker. I thought I was gonna have a game that it was gonna be cool. You know what I mean? Not scam people, and the first thing it did stole my account.
Let's get this show on the road.
Steal my account. I don't know how they were trying to put some sort of system where it was, you would log in and you would be in somebody else's account. You know what I mean? It was crazy. But a lot of players got hurt by that, and
The gunner is dead. We're trying to cover for him. The truck is damaged.
they flanked.
Truck is hit. He could break any minute. They killed the driver. Vehicle destroyed.
Only going for one player, not knowing where I'm at, but yet they know. Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucking crazy? Like I said, it's always a rigged game. Look at that. Look at that. What I tell feels good to expose the game and the player base. See? Thanks for proving my point. I love it. I love it. Here, let's do something that's gonna make them mad. Where are you? I'm telling you guys, the game itself exposes itself. I don't do nothing except for show the truth. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, especially this Frenchie, that try to, what do you call it, set me up with doodles on a private chat. What do you call it? I'll figure out who it is, and I know exactly who it is, but I just need to identify that same person. And what do you call it? It was funny because they're just a bunch of weak people. It wasn't French. He just had that accent. It could have been, he could have been in something else, but he did have that accent. Come on, girls. See how they wait for one player, guys? How is it that they're only going for one player? See that? Only for one player. Sad. And look at my players are not active. Look at that. Not closing the gap. Nothing. Nothing of the sort. Nothing to show you that this is skill-based knowledge. Nothing. It's all rigged. A cheating game company that is designed and born rigged games and players that point shit like the 234 and the comic to meet each other. It's just a rigged system. I'm not fighting, I'm just exposing the players. That's all I want to do. The players in my team, I'm just exposing them. Because that's what this is. This is all rigged. Non-active players cheating, helping their enemy friends. And that's all they're doing. Non-active helping their enemy friends. Now let's look at the accounts, guys, and see what we can show off. So that's what basically this is, all rigged accounts, first accounts. Let's see what kind of new accounts we get in this. Let's see. 23, what I tell you, new account. 16 with 27. There's a ghost account right there. 24. 1 year old account. 24. 25. With 175, and they knew exactly where to go, dude. With only 175 battles. How much scams? Look at that. 2016, dude. That's only a, what, 2-year-old account? 3-year-old account different from where mine is? Wow, guys. That is some sad shit. That is the saddest thing I ever seen in a game. Oh my gosh, this is humiliating for these guys, man. This is sad business. Such sad business in this game. And then that's provocative communication, guys. Wow. You can see what provocative communication looks like. See how they try to shut up players from saying the truth? But yeah, guys, more proof about an event rigged. Event rigged gaming. Here, I'm gonna protect these guys. Watch. I'm gonna show some backup. Let's see. Let's see what kind of backup we get. Let's show. Let's play the game rules. Let's see. The players shouldn't even know where we're going. Okay. They shouldn't even have an idea. Dude, how does that... Dude, that was right there, bro. You saw that dotted line in that middle. You saw how it hit me, guys? Oh, come on. Fucking wargaming, bro. Look at this bullshit, man. Look at this BS, guys. This is the most BS game I have ever seen in my fucking entire life, bro. Dude, that was a low roll, bro. What the hell? On gold? Now, how is it that I'm getting better things now, dude? And it's being exposed. I mean, earlier my shots were off, dude, big time. You saw that. You guys saw that. My round traveled up. Bullshit gaming, right? Bullshit gaming. But that's the way wargaming treats its community, I guess. They don't hear. And then they create harassment throughout players. And see who's going where, what's going where. I think I'm going to put AT-15 because it gives me multiple shots. Plus it gives me leverage with this weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a banquet right here in the center. Give him cover. players playing, actually doing something with the game. But anyways, guys, the game says it for itself. I mean, exposes itself. The players do. The player bases. It's just an ongoing, you know what I mean, bullshit scams. I had that. Now I'm at 92. What a coincidence, right? Once they see me and live streaming the truth, oh, that was bullshit. Dude, that was so much bullshit. How much bullshit can we get? Bro, why is this guy blocking me, bro? WZ knows exactly where I'm going. He's got a trip. WZ knew where I was going without being spotted. I was tired of that. See, they have to cheat in order to win, man. There's no team play in this shit. Even players in your own team would rig the battles that one you play. Say you're a new player and you don't know the players that are playing in your player base, right? You wouldn't know if you're getting played on by a player who is rigging a game with another player that's on the enemy side. And those are two facts of what happens in these games. See, players know where we're at. These are the rigged battles that we're getting. Rigged battles, guys. You could see exactly. My own team player. My own team player, guys. My own team player, guys. See how many rigged games there is? There's no fair gaming, there's no skill gaming, there's only point sharing with amongst players that know each other on a rigged game company. A company that knows that these players are rigging the game. They know exactly. But yet they don't do nothing to fix it. Non-active players because they got caught. Look at this. It's pathetic, dude. The most pathetic thing I ever seen in my life. And these are players that are well known. Look. Jesus. Sad. That's all they could do is use Discord and cheat. I mean, there's no true skills in this. Oh yeah, that clan, no wonder. Olds, check this guy out, guys. These clans, right? Check it out. Press on the wrong one. These guys right here. This is how much I know about the game. Look at the clan names, right? See the clan names? Look at the players. Look at the players. Look at that. All secretly hidden. All these accounts. All these accounts are secretly hidden. All of them. See that? They all hide. Look at that. rigged accounts, multiple accounts from other players that are in the same clan, are what I mean, going around stuff like that. Look, you don't believe me? Watch. Let me see the clans that are on this guy. See the difference between a player that's involved? Hmm? Look at the friends. Look at their accounts. See the difference? See that? It all runs in clans. That's what I'm trying to point at. It all runs in clans. Each player will know each other. But the amount of games that he's played and how he's played and the amount of time that he's playing in the game, you'll see who it is. You'll know these players. But Wargaming wants to deny those kind of things. You see, Doodles can't do the same because he was too young to play. And then he admitted how old he was when he was playing the game, when it was not meant for kids. You know what I mean? So you could see how many kids was playing the game and all this riggedness stuff, all these scams, all these false accusations, what the game was doing, was it not? All these things that, you guys wargaming were trying to hide. And I'm not hiding shit except they're just pointing out the obvious. And that's what you guys didn't like and tried to shut me down. And they're still trying to shut me down. But like for me, it don't matter if you shut me down or not. I'm still gonna be playing games. The truth is still gonna be out there. And the game will fall if you guys continue not banning the players that are rigging these games. Look at this. I did the event and it only went to 50. And then I got the this tank and then they put it right there, dude. It's a multiple of things, especially old non-converted. You know what I mean? And they blame this on it's different events. Bullshit, dude. I mean, these are credits earned from players. How come you're not gonna convert them? You know what I mean? It's dumb. You don't see other games doing. You don't see games will give you the credit back if you didn't complete it. And Wargaming's the only one that don't do that because it's a greedy game. It showed that it was greedy enough to take it from the players that boost them out there, and then just trash them and the community that they built. You know what I mean? That's what Wargaming did. And let's be honest about it. That's what it did. But then you got Doodles trying to upbring the game and still sell the game when it's not really doing so good. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Berserker, how come you went to regular battle mode instead of 5 versus 5 on tier 9? Well, wouldn't you like to know? But I can't tell you all my secrets. I'm looking for some. And you could tell by the gameplay, guys, especially from the player base on players in the NA server. You could straight see, like, if you're not part of the Silk Club team, right, then you won't have gameplay like, what you see on Doodles and stuff like that. Why? Because players on your own team are going to be against you. And you've seen that plenty in my games, guys. Plenty in my games. Now let's see how many non-active players we see. So one player decides to go one way, okay? So I'm deciding to go with a team just to make fun of the game. Then you got the girl coming back. See? Non-active players, what I tell you. The two players that were going to be non-active, guys, look at that. Told you guys. I told you. Rigged battle scams exposed. Number one NA server for cheating tactics and players that are cheating in the game. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. The whole game was a joke. To tell you the truth, the whole game. The whole game was a joke. The players and the game is a joke. I try to give the guys a benefit of the doubt. You saw it. You guys saw it. Oh yeah, rig clans. Here you go. There's two clans that know a couple players on the other side. saying, BC. Check out how they're going to try to spike you. Check it out. See that? No help, as you can see. No help. They were all right there in the opening. No help. Look at that. Non-active, guys. Perfect example. Look at that. None of my team was active. He didn't even break 2,000 points or 3,000. The whole game is rigged, guys. Well, anyways, I'm glad I got to show you guys, but I'm gonna go play my original game late for my guys later.